What's up, fellow gamers? Getting together today, playing a little bit of Grim Dawn. I've pretty much given up on Devilian. I'm sure you guys have noticed I haven't made any videos for that game for a couple weeks. It burnt out way too quick. It was a fun game at first. One of those ones that's like, oh, shiny, it's new, it's a lot of fun. And then you get down deep and figure out what it really is, and it's crap. Um, well, I wouldn't say it's crap. Overall, it's a great game. It has great potential. It could be a lot of fun. It's just the amount of content currently is extremely lacking. I mean, you hit level cap in a day, not even a day played. Like you can fully level to max 52 in like, I don't know, some people have done it in less than 8 hours. And it's just that's pretty much the most fun part of the game, sadly. Once you hit the level cap, you just run the same 4 dungeons over and over and over again to get geared out in your butcher gear. And then after that, you run the same 1 dungeon over and over and over again to get geared out in the top tier armor that's currently in the game. And that's it. That's all there is. There's no raids yet. Very limited dungeons, very limited end game. I mean, you can run the tower once a day, but that only lasts for 20, 30 minutes of your time, and then what do you do? There's nothing left. Dailies suck. The rewards are crap. It's not a pay to win, but it's not. I don't know. Some people think it's pay to win. I don't think it's so much pay to win as it is just a grind fest like most Korean games of that type. It's all about farming and grinding the same content over and over and over again until your frickin' eyes are bleeding. So when they add more content, when the patch comes out that adds the new class and the raid and all that, I'll go back and play it a little more, but for now I'm definitely taking a break. I haven't been playing much at all lately. It's been the holidays and all that, and hope everybody else had a good holiday. Mine was alright. Was sick for the past 2.5 weeks, but starting to get over it now. Still got a little bit of a sore throat. But anyway, so yeah, I'm now playing Grim Dawn. I've played a lot of it this past week. It's an early access title on Steam. If you played Titan Quest, it's made by the same exact guys that made Titan Quest. They broke off from the company they used to do it with because they weren't going to make any more Titan Quest titles, and there was a large amount of people who really wanted the Titan Quest 2, but they just stated that they weren't going to make it. So these guys got together, made their own team, and they made Grim Dawn, which is technically a successor to Titan Quest, but at the same time it's a very different game, a very different theme. It's not so much, Roman mythological stuff. It's all, I don't know, kind of reminds me of kind of like Elder Signs and Arkham horror type stuff. You're fighting a lot of demons, and there's an actual faction in this game. Hell, now I can't remember their name. Something to do with Cthulhu. Let me check. This is my level 55 commando. He's the one I've been playing all the time. She, I should say. And frickin' blast. This is an amazing class combination, especially for a first timer to this game, because it's very simple. It's one button. It's one button, and I have a buff. Once I max out my skills, I will have another buff here, and I believe I'm getting that as well. Just 1 point into it, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting that. I haven't figured out if I have enough points, but I think I do. So basically you pop your buffs, and then it's just all about just pure DPS. All your mitigation, everything comes from the soldier tree. So you want to put into your health regen, your physique, total health, resistances. I mean, these are all things I plan on maxing, but I mean, at level 55, I'm putting out almost 8,400 DPS, which, for those of you who are new to this game, you know, probably aren't aware of how much that is. That's quite a bit. I mean, there are people doing a lot more than that, but they also have a lot better gear. I, for the life of me, cannot find a better freaking gun. I don't know why. Like, I just barely upgraded to this yellow piece of crap. Before this, I had a gun that was level 30. I could not find any upgrades for 25 levels. I don't know why there's such a small amount of good guns in this game, but there are. And hopefully that's something they fix down the road, because not getting an upgrade on your weapon for 25 levels kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, overall it's a great game. A lot of fun. In my opinion, this is kind of what Diablo 3 should have been. Much, much more of a... I mean, as far as class selection, way more diversity and options in this game. There's not just like, oh, pick your 6 skills and have a good time. You don't get any skill points, you don't get anything. Paragon, that's not customization. That's a joke. You customize to an extent, but once you hit level 800, you have the same exact stats that everybody else has. Pointless. It's dumb. This, every time you level up, you get 1 point to put into one of your attributes: physique, cunning, or spirit. And then every level up to level 51, you get 3 skill points. Once you hit level 51, you get 2 skill points from then on. I don't know if it ever goes back up to 3, or if it eventually drops down to 1 per level. Haven't got far enough to find that out yet. But it was definitely upsetting to think that I was going to do more with my skill points at level 51 than I was able to. I hit 51, looked at my skill tree, only had 2. It took me about 10 minutes of Googling and looking at my skills and items to try and figure out where the crap I put that skill point. I couldn't figure out if I accidentally misclicked it somewhere or what, but nope, turns out level 51 and up, you just get 2 per level. So if that happens to anyone else while playing, don't be alarmed, it's normal. Like I was saying earlier, this game is in early access still. The build they're in now, I believe it's build 29, is the final build before release. So it's a complete content now. Everything that they plan on having in the game for release is in the game. All 4 acts, all the dungeons, bosses, everything. The game is stated for release sometime in February. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they said it was February. And at that point, I don't know if the price of the game will go up. Right now, I believe it is $30. I know it was just on sale on Steam for $15 during the Christmas sale. So if you were lucky enough to pick it up then, you got a great deal. But otherwise, I think it's $25 or $30 right now for early access price. I don't know if it'll go up to $50 when it releases or not. I have no idea what their plans are with that. This was also a Kickstarter title that just did exceedingly well. They met, I believe, all of their stretch goals. There may have been one they didn't get, but I think they got them all. Yeah, overall it really is just a great game. It's a lot of fun. But today I am going to... Oh yeah, I was going to look at that faction, huh? Yeah, the Chthonians. Well, yeah, there is an actual faction for Chthonians. You can see here there's lots of factions that you can work towards. You have your friendly towns, which are these 3 are cities in the game, towns, whatever you want to call them. And then these 2 are just kind of factions that you meet throughout the game. And then these are all enemies. So like the ethereals, those are what you'll fight a lot of, most of, are ethereals. Throughout the whole game, you'll be fighting those from the first guy you kill, they're ethereals. Chthonians, you kill a lot of towards the end. Lots and lots of them towards the end. Of Cronleys are just kind of all over. Outcasts, more towards the end. And undead, same as everything. They're everywhere from the beginning. You fight lots of them. But as you can see, once you hit certain tiers with each faction, so with enemy factions, you'll unlock more enemies. So as you hit the first tier, you get extra spawns in each pack, so more enemies to kill, which is more loot, more experience, always good. And then as you hit this next one, you get additional hero spawns, and heroes are kind of like elites in Diablo. You know, they've got a star over their head in this game that signifies they're a hero. So they're stronger. Some of them are insanely strong. I fought one the other day that I don't know what the hell was going on, but I died like 10 times to this dude before I could kill him. He just destroyed me. Every time I'd spawn, he just 1-2, I'd be dead. Like I didn't have time to put my buff on. I'd be dead. But I finally killed him and moved on with life. Then once you work your way clear the hell up here, you get nemesis spawns. I'm not positive what those are. Haven't seen any yet. But from what I understand, they're like hero units plus. They're like much stronger versions of heroes, but they're also their own. Like you're not going to see like a hero turn into a nemesis. A nemesis, from what I understand, is its own mob that you've never seen or fought before. And that's how it works with all of these enemy ones. They all have the same things at the same unlocks. And then with the cities, towns, people, whatever the hell you want to call them, once you hit certain tiers, you unlock faction vendors, quests, discounts when you buy and sell things. Or maybe it's just buying. I don't know. Once you unlock the bounty table, that's very helpful for gaining faction and experience. If you ever reach a point in the game where you're just, not high enough level for the content, run a few bounties. Turning in, depends on your level, turning in a few of them will boost you quite a bit and also give you a good chunk of reputation. Honored, that's when you unlock augments, which are freaking awesome, and the writs are also nice. Writs make it so this plus symbol next to these, I have the writs for all these factions, so you get an extra 50% rep off everything that gives rep for this guy, which for these are quests, bounties, and killing Cronleys. 50% extra for all that. So that helps get up to this nemesis level a lot faster. But my favorite thing are those faction augments. So for an augment, you see down here that green writing towards the bottom of the item description. 25 physical damage and 25% internal trauma. 25% extra physical damage is a huge damage boost for a physical-based character. My guy's physical and fire, so it's still a good boost, but not as big as it could have been for someone who's purely physical. Sadly, they don't have a 25% physical and 25% fire augment that I've seen yet. It would be amazing if they did, though. I think that's about all I wanted to go over on this. So yeah, the main reason I'm making the video today is I'm going to make a new character to kind of play through and do video coverage the entire gameplay. I'll do, little bits at a time and just label them as part 1, 2, 3, etc. I'm going to go with a Shaman. And I'm also going to play on Veteran. So Veteran mode is just a stronger normal mode. So Elite and Ultimate don't have the option for Veteran because they're already a lot stronger than normal. And you can't unlock these, and so you beat normal, you unlock Elite, beat Elite, unlock Ultimate. Same as all these kind of games. If you've played any of the Diablos, you understand how that works. But Veteran mode is just a way to kind of amp up the enemy's strength and the number of mobs in the packs and everything like that. It just makes the game actually hard. If you're new to these kind of games, I don't recommend it. Because even as a person who's played a lot of these games, there were certain parts in the game where I died more than I can freaking count on Veteran mode. There are certain areas that get scary. Like I said, that one hero guy that killed me like 10 times. Ridiculous. And then the end boss, like I lost count of how many times I died on that guy. That was insane. And I don't know if it has anything to do with my commando build sucks. I don't know. I like it. I think it's good, but it could be trash in comparison to some other builds. But yeah, just stating veteran is a much tougher gameplay. It makes it definitely harder than just normal. But that's okay. Because normal is kind of boring. Unless you're new to this. If you're new to this kind of stuff, just roll with normal for a bit. If you feel like it's putting you to sleep, it's so easy, then yeah, turn it up. You can change it back and forth from veteran at any time. It doesn't save that setting. Every time you exit the main menu and load back in, you can change it. So don't feel like you're locked into it if you pick it or don't pick it. It's not a big deal. So yeah, let's start playing. Go kill some ethereal zombies. Lots of stuff to loot in this game. Once you get to a certain point where you don't want to see the white items dropping anymore, you can change that down here for, you know, the items plus that you want to see. So normally, once I get out of these starting zones, I turn it on to magic plus, so I don't get to see any more white common crap items on the ground. They'll still drop, but the game makes it so I can't see the labels and I can't accidentally pick them up, so I never have to worry about them again. Because they're trash items beyond like level 5. But for now, I do want to roll with common. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And over here, you got your map settings. Your little mini map. You can turn it off, miniature, or bigger. I like to roll with it mini. And then you've got, you know, the standard. Just a world map. Oh, shit. Helps you get around. As you can see, every time you kill a group, it'll show kind of a brighter yellow. And once you're out of combat, it'll total it all up. So you can kind of, you know, it's cool to be able to see how much experience you gain from just that fight. One thing I'm not quite positive of in this game is how they calculate the DPS comparisons on items, because they're never accurate. So as you can see here, I'll show you after I kill these guys. Should have kept the other weapon on for this, huh? Oopsie. Okay. You can see I gained a good chunk there. So it says plus 3 damage per second if equipped. So I go over to damage per second. I'm at 23. Plus 3 would put me at 26. Correct? What the hell? Ignore that. When I equipped this a minute ago, it's at 24. So, alright. Kidding. It's calculating just fine. Maybe I'll have a chance to show you later in the game. Like on my commando, when I go to compare an item, it'll say it does like, I mean, even up to 100 more DPS than the current weapon I'm wearing. Even after I hold control over the item to take away the fact that it's calculating in like the augments and stuff I have on there, still shows it does more damage. So I equip it. It does like hundreds of damage less. I don't get it. I'm not sure if there's like a missing piece in their algorithm that's not calculating in or what the deal is. I hope they fix it at some point though, because later on in the game you get to that point where it can be really detrimental to like break down an item to get your augments back off it, to find out that the new item sucks and then you're stuck with that new item because you broke down the old one to get the augments. It can suck. I've done it before. Was not a happy time. It was a oh shit time. I just lost 300 DPS. That sucks. 300, I think at the time I was doing like 6,000 DPS, so 300 is really not that big of a deal. But it's still, it's, you know, it's a noticeable chunk of damage. Not something you want to just lose if you don't have to. Alright, first level up. Let's do it. Let's do it, man! I just realized I didn't research at all what I should do as a shaman for my attribute points. I don't know if he's spirit or cunning. As you can see, there's plenty of choices for classes. They've already announced that they are planning on doing an expansion, and at that time they'll release more classes. How many more, they haven't said. If it's anything like Titan Quest, then it'll be 2 more, I think. I think the expansion just had 2 more. Which, you know, with the way you can combine them, you can multi-class in this game. I mean, 2 more classes makes for a lot of new combinations, so it's pretty good. But I'm going to do Shaman for now. So in this game, you have to put mastery points in. Once you reach a certain mastery point, you unlock the next tier of skills. So the first point gets you the tier 1 skills, and 5 points for tier 2, 10 points for tier 3, and so on. 50 points to get all the best stuff. That takes a long time. I mean, unless you do nothing but pump all your mastery points in every level, then you could get there pretty quick, but then you won't have any skills, so I wouldn't recommend that. I believe savagery is the best thing to go with. And I need a 2-handed melee to get that bonus. So I'm just going to do savagery for now. What is this? Nah. I'll play with that crap later. I'm just going to double up on savagery for now. So that kind of skill there, if you read it, says when used as your default weapon attack, savagery increases the intensity of your attacks with every strike. So to do that, you right-click here and swap that out to savagery. So now every time I attack, it uses savagery instead of a default. Costs 1 energy per swing. Not a big deal. Later on in the game, it will cost a lot more energy because you'll get all the, you know, like these little passive augments added to it that add up the energy cost, and as you up the level of the skill, it ups the energy cost, so it starts to get a lot more expensive. But as you can see, as I build up these savagery stacks, huge DPS increase. Up to 67 at level 2 right now, with 6 stacks. And 6 stacks is the max, I believe. Yes. Oh, shows right there. 6 charge levels. First level's 30, 50, 65, 80, 90, and 100% extra damage. And the skill already does 3% extra weapon damage, plus lightning damage and bleeding. So it's definitely better than default. It's worth the 1 energy per swing. Or is it? I gotta save my energy, man. I don't want to waste it. Come on, I need a 2-hander. This build is 2-hander specific. That's why I went for it, because while leveling my commando, every single 2-hander I found did so much damage. Like, it was insane how much damage it did. And that's why I want to make a 2-hander. Do you want, see? No, what? Go away. You're messing up my comparisons. Okay. I don't need any of this crap. Okay. Whenever you find a note or a page or something like that on the ground, you can also get them off like lectures and stuff like that that are... Well, I'll show you when I find one. But whenever you get one, we'll put it in your inventory. Just right-click it to read it, and it gives you experience points. 25 at this level was freaking huge. That was a quarter of my level, so that was an awesome little bonus. Later on in the game, they're not quite as helpful, but it's free experience, so why not? I think at level 55, I need like I think like 300,000 experience to level, or is it 200? Something like that. But every time I read one of those things, it only gives me like 1750 experience. So it doesn't really do much. I could use a gun. Don't want to. I don't want guns. Damn it! What? A two-hander! And it gives me a frickin' gun. You suck. Where'd that saw blade go? It sucks. Okay. But it looks cooler. Saw your head off, bitch! No, seriously though. I need a two-hander. This is crap. Give me a two-hander. Do it. I need one. Please. Shit. I still don't know what to put my attribute points into. I'll have to research that once I'm done with this first part of the video, and then I'll get back to y'all on that one. Because I do not know. Oh look, there's one. Things I was telling you about. And another gun. Fantastic. Daddy doesn't like guns. Daddy's commando likes guns. So yeah. Click that. Drops the log. Read it. Gain a level. Well, not a level, but experience. Hey, we're moving on up to the top. It's like I have to use it because of the extra damage, but I don't want to use it. I want a shield for now. Does this even work with a gun? That's the question. I wonder if it even works with a gun. What the hell? Did I just lose damage? 58. I'm confused. Whatever. Oh, that's why. My inventory's full of garbage. Sort. Auto sort button. Amazing. Something I didn't tell you guys yet. So this is an auto sort. Click it. It'll auto sort your inventory. It's not always the best. Sometimes you can move shit around a little bit and make it better yourself. But this helps. This, however, is my favorite feature in any game like this. So I don't have any yet to show you. But eventually you'll find little components, little pieces of like the animal you kill or the person or demon, whatever the hell it is you're fighting. They'll drop components. And they're kind of like a bronzish gold kind of color. So you can't miss them. It's the only item in the game that has such a color. And more often than not, you'll get partial components to drop, and then you need a certain amount of partial components to combine to make the actual component. You can equip partial components in your items, but they're not nearly as good as the complete ones. So you usually want to wait. I have to go back to town. Alright. Here, I'll show you components. I got a ton of them. Oh, but I don't think I can access them yet. No, I can't. Bah. Well, they're back in there. I haven't unlocked it yet, though. This is all crap. Crippity crap, garbage. Garbage. Okay. Can I buy a freaking two-hander? I can. I lose a wee bit of damage. Oh, that one doesn't. Very slow. Armor piercing, though. I don't know. Ooh. That one is pretty. So it turns out, it looks like I'm going to need a lot of physique if I'm going to be rocking two-handers, because they need a lot to be used. Let's see. Yeah, Yeah, you get 4 physique per level on this. That's one good way to kind of tell what your class is designed for, is what stats you gain every time you put points in. So you gain a lot of health, decent amount of energy, right in the middle on cunning and spirit, and pretty good on physique. But so the thing is, so I'm going to buy this. I'm going to rock that. So you can see I'm doing 58. That put me up to 60 somehow. See what I mean? 0 DPS gained or lost if I equip this. Oh, wait a minute, I lost 2. See, I don't get it. Something's weird. It doesn't. It's usually pretty accurate. Like, you can usually use it as a good sense of direction for your weapons, and you kind of pick up on how much it's off as you get into the higher levels. Because the higher the level, the more it can be off by before it's actually good, and yeah. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't calculate it entirely correctly. So whatever. Alright, I have a giant, I don't know, it's a stick with a blade on it. Alright, whatever. It's an axe. Okay. But I'm going to put a point into this. So where are we at? 60? Put a point here. 67. Hey. Yeah. Give me that damage. I'm going to put another point into my mastery. Start working towards this. Because that gives you more damage and physical resistance, which can't go wrong with that. And I think I'm going to do another point into that. Because that is freaking awesome. Who doesn't passively want a bunch of extra damage? I know I do. Okay, so physique. Shit, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'll just put them both into physique for now. Because I know I'm going to need a lot of that anyway. So it's not like I'm going to screw myself by putting some of that in there. So whatever. Physique's always good too. Every point of physique you put in, you gain more defenses and health, and so it's never a bad thing. Unless you put everything into nothing but physique, and then you'll never die, but you'll also probably never kill anything. Wouldn't recommend it. Come on. Yeah, 96 damage. Die. Damn it, it's wearing off. I need more shit to kill. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, damn it. Oh yeah, these portals that take you to town. L is the hotkey, or you can just click that. You can use those as many times as you want. It's unlimited use. There's no cast time. You just drop it and walk in. It's very handy for if you know you're about to die in a battle and you haven't, you know, there's no waypoints close by where you are and you don't want to walk clear the hell back. Just drop a portal right as you're about to die. Saves a lot of hassle. I learned that the hard way. Savage Ray, die! Die! Throat's still bugging a little. Give me them foot pads. Yeah, I got some little covers for my little feetsies. Fuck off. Swinging so slow, but hitting so hard. Yeah, yeah. Die! Yeah, it's fun. Smashing. So you see how easy this is now? Imagine it on normal, without veteran. Nah. Not very fun. Of course, it does get harder than this. It won't stay this easy forever, but normal is definitely too easy. It's great for the casual gamer who does not play a lot of these kind of games, but This is my favorite genre of game. I love the action RPG. Massive amounts of loot, and killing, and large groups of enemies dying at the same time, and the progression systems are always awesome, and yeah. Ever since the first Diablo in, what is it, 95 or 93 that came out? I think it was 93? I don't know. Let me see. Must Google. '96. Really? 96 it is. But anyway, ever since 96, first time ever playing Diablo. We're a family of gamers. It's all we do. We love video games. We love board games. Every time we get together as a family, that's pretty much all we do. Games and movies. That's what we enjoy. I mean, we enjoy other things. We'll go to the gym, play some basketball, do whatever, swim, hang out. But at night, gaming. That's it. That's what we do. So we were a big computer gaming family. As soon as those, I think it was in '94, we bought our first computer. It was one of those old school Packard Bells. And the thing had like a 32 megabyte hard drive, and it was the biggest, baddest ass computer you could buy at the time. It cost like $3,000. It was a beast. By today's standards, it's a paperweight, a very, very large paperweight. But back then, it was the shit. Had no dedicated video at all. Nothing. I mean, the games we played were on floppy disks, but it was still awesome. It did have a disk drive for, later on. Command and Conquer came out in '95. That was amazing. That game was just awesome. Yeah, we were big gamers. We had that computer, and we got hooked on Warcraft real quickly. That game was just awesome. And then Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, was one of the best freaking games we had ever played. It was so cool. We loved it. And then Diablo came out, and we went crazy for that game. I did more than anybody else, but we all loved it. It was actually funny. My older brother, if you talk to him about it now, he says that game actually gave him nightmares when he was a kid. And we'd play it, and just the music and the ambiance of that, and just how kind of dark and haunting it was. It actually gave him nightmares. And I agree. It was a dark game. Much darker than 2 or 3. Way darker than 3. 3 is like going to Disneyland compared to Diablo 1. Diablo 1 was so dark and so gothic feeling that, I mean, that's how Diablo should feel. Diablo 3 is too much of a kiddie's playground. It's not dark and deep and scary like a Diablo should be. I mean, the game's named after the devil. It should be terrifying. It shouldn't be catered to kids. Frickin' scary that shit up and make it a mature rated game. Let's have some fun. Come on. But anyway. But yeah. So ever since Diablo, I've just been hooked on this genre of gaming. Like every time a new action adventure action RPG, hack and slash, whatever. I've played them all. I've played all the great ones. I've played all the really shitty ones. A lot of them really shitty. A lot of them I've played and I was just like, man, I wish I didn't buy this. But bought it, learned, didn't buy or play it again. Made sure nobody else I knew bought it or played it. Made sure no one else wasted their time. But this game, on the other hand, is amazing. Shortly before I started playing this, I bought this on early access. Hell, when it first hit early access, I think it was in 2014. But yeah, I picked it up a long time ago, and I played it quite a bit. But back then the content was very limited. They only had one act, so you know, you beat that in a day, and then you're like, oh, okay. And then I kind of just forgot about it, and it's sat in the background in my Steam account, and just never really played it as new content and all that came out. So I didn't really follow it as it built up and became what it is now. But it's a lot better now than it was then. I can tell you that. A lot more polished. They've added a lot of stuff. Back then, I think there was only 3 classes. There was the commando. Not commando. The shit. What are they called? I don't remember. Soldier. What's the damn gun shooters? Whatever. The guy that shoots guns. I don't remember the damn name of the class. I keep wanting to say commando because that's what mine is, but that's if you mix him with a soldier, he becomes a commando. But I don't know what the hell it is. I can't think of it for some reason. And then there was like some sort of mage class. But that was it. Elementalist or something? I don't know. But yeah, ever since then they've added, 3 more classes? 3 more acts? So, 4 times as much gameplay. They've also added a really, really cool feature that I am a fan of. It's pretty similar to like Path of Exile's big ass skill tree, but not quite as complex. It's called Devotion. And so the maximum you can get is 50 points into this. So that helps to keep it, somewhat not so psychotic and trying to unlock everything, and you're limited in what you can do. But by finding shrines throughout the game and cleansing them through form of either like sacrificing items or materials, or sometimes it just summons like a boss and a bunch of minions that you have to kill. Either way, however you have to do it, you cleanse the shrine, and then you get 1 devotion point and plus whatever other items and stuff it drops for you. They usually have a little loot explosion every time you cleanse one. And you start out here, and you kind of decide which direction you want to go from here, and it gives you 1 devotion point, or I guess affinity point, that you can start which direction you want to go from there. So you can see if I put 1 into this one, I get 1 red affinity point. I also gain 5% health passively. So chaos. And then you can see here, if I highlight this, it shows you all the ones that are related to chaos. So then you can come look at them and see like if that's something that interests you. Each one of these is going to have a starting point and an ending point. From here it looks like this is the starting point. And then you'll follow it around like this. And then the ending one is always like some big awesome buff or an actual bonus to a skill that you can attach to it. Like this one here, once you get to the end of this, you'll gain a bunch of vitality damage, vitality decay, spirit, casting speed, less damage from beasts, more vitality damage and decay. And then you get Wendigo's Mark. You can attach that to one of your skills, and every time you use that skill, it has a 15% chance to unleash this additional attack with the skill. So on this one, it gives you 88 vitality damage for 4 seconds, and also 50% of your attack damage converted to health. So it gives you like an insane amount of life leech for 4 seconds. And you can see it also levels up. 0 out of 75,000 experience. The ones I've seen so far, I don't know if they're all this way, but the 2 skills I've unlocked in my commando, they can level up to 20. And the difference between level 1 and level 20 is huge. They get a lot stronger. And you can also see there's a completion bonus for the constellation. The constellation is obviously the whole thing, all the stars in it. You get 2 more chaos affinity. And then you can use those to unlock higher tier ones. As you can see, affinity requirements. So like this one, you can't even get into if you don't have 4 chaos and 6 primordial affinities. You can't even start this. So like normally you'd just start here and then you'd go into like one of these low level ones like this guy or this guy. Except that's green. What the hell? It's chaos, but it lights up and you have to have green. Alright, yeah. So for that one you'd want to start here. But you get the idea. It's a really cool extra little feature, gives you a little more extra customization for your characters. You know, even if you have the same build as somebody else, you can go a different route with your constellations into like what you think is fun and cool. This one here is frickin' pretty damn good if you do a lot of lightning damage. Jeez. You get a total of 70% extra lightning damage. Not bad, not bad. And another 70% of aether damage, which I don't know. I'm guessing the occultist does aether damage, because aether's like death damage, I think. Well, yeah, you get the idea. Oh yeah, I have skill points, don't I? I need to spend. Poison in this game, by the way, is insanely frickin' strong. It does a lot of damage. As a melee character, I absolutely have to make sure that I have a lot of poison resistance, or it's not going to end well. I'm going to die a lot in the late game. The ranged character is not as bad, because I can step out of all this crap. But as melee, it's a lot harder to get out of this stuff, if you want to keep attacking the enemies. I have yet to play a melee class in this game, so it's new to me. Both the characters I've made so far have been ranged. Well, kinda. I have my commando who's full range, and then I have another guy that's like a summoner. So like I went, you know, with the occultist, and then I don't think I've picked my second class yet with her. But I'm just, you know, it's basically like Pokemon trainer. Just summon a bunch of crap and let it kill for you. You just stand there and it does all the work. Have I got any items that are good, by the way? Oh, another gun. That's a little better. This is all... Oh, I got these. There we go. Ooh, almost a level. Okay, so here's your components. See that color? It kind of looks like the unique color a little bit from Diablo 2. But, so I've got two of the same exact components. So as you can see, they do 5, 2, 2, and 10. If I combine them with this neat little button here, or you can drag and drop them, but why when you can just do this? That'll combine every single one you have in your inventory. Now it does 10, 6, 6, 10. So it doubled and tripled the stats. Made it a lot better. And then once you complete it, sometimes when you complete them, like it makes the stats quite a bit better. And sometimes a completed component also adds like another affix or something to make it even that much better. So you always, like I said, it's worth waiting until you complete them to equip them, because the partials are never as good. And you don't want to like equip it planning to add to it later, because in order to unequip it, you have to destroy the item that it's attached to. One thing I have yet to test is if you can add more components to an item that has components in it. Like if you have 2 out of 3 partial components in the item, I don't know if you can add another partial component to the item just by dragging and dropping it on there, or if you do have to remove it from the item to upgrade it. I have not tested that. I guess I should, huh? That's my damn job as a YouTuber. To let you, the people, know. Yellow. Crap. Good armor. Oh, and I can wear them. Ooh, piece of candy. Let's see. It's crap. Ooh, 30 armor. Gimme. Okay. What should I start doing? What's my cunning? So cunning ups your offensive ability, which is like your chance to hit and chance to crit. Very important things, especially chance to hit. If your chance to hit is too low, then you're frickin' worthless. I don't care how much damage you can do. If you can't hit the target, it's not going to matter. Plus cutting ups your damage as well. Physical damage. Do-do-do, you're gonna die. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Heal. Purple name means a boss or a mini-boss. They're stronger than heroes. So every time you kill a boss or a hero or something like that in this game, they drop their little... I don't know why they did this. It's cool though. I do like it. But it's different. So they'll drop a couple items and then they'll drop this little sphere that glows. You have to hit it to make it explode to get all your loot. See? Pretty, wasn't it? I thought it was quite pretty actually. I do enjoy it. I'm going to lose some armor to gain some move speed because I don't like moving slow. And I want to wear this, but I can't. Might be able to. Let's see. Let's do that. Oh wow. I've been slacking, haven't I? Okay. So do that now. 88. Let's see. Let's do... How many points can I put in this? 3? Okay. Okay. Alright. Now we're doing even more damage. And we got the neat little helmet on. Yeah. It will protect me noggin. I have no clue how long I've been recording. Yeah. I don't want each part to be too long. So I think after I clear this cave, I'm going to stop. And then we'll continue on to part 2. As much fun as it would be to try and, you know, make one solid video for like 12 hours long, no thanks. That would take a long time to upload. Smash. Crap, my inventory's full. Okay. So here's one of those shrines I was telling you about. They show up on your map like that. You can see they're pretty hard to miss. If you've revealed the area they're in, you shouldn't miss them. This one wants aether crystals. I have 4 of them. I'll give him 1 happily. It explodes into a bunch of neat little shit that I can't pick up. You suck! Alright. Drop that garbage. I don't think I do any vitality damage, so those are worthless. No. No. It's all garbage. Okay. Let's finish up this cave. Bam. Bam. Die! Oh, I missed. Need more cunning. Tonic of Mending. I love how it auto picks up gold and potions. Sorry. Iron bits. Not gold in this game. Iron bits. Clearly bits of iron. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Well, let's kill this shit while we're standing there. Do-do. Smash your eye in. Oh, come on. It's never gonna end, man. Yeah. Ah, don't do that. Alright. Part 1 done. Peace.